From Neural Newscast, this is Deep Dive, exploring the moments that shape today.
Welcome to Deep Dive. Today is May 26th, 2026. It is a date that marks a turning point in military survival, a landmark debut in global finance, and the birthdays of three icons who redefined music and science.
It is a fascinating mix today. We're looking at a massive rescue operation that relied on everyday citizens, a tool that forever changed how we track economic health, and a set of visionaries who reached for new horizons.
Let us start in 1940. At the height of World War II, the situation was incredibly grim for Allied forces in Europe. On this day, Operation Dynamo began. This was the massive evacuation of over 338,000 British, French, and Belgian troops trapped by the German army on the beaches of Dunkirk.
The sheer scale is hard to wrap your head around. Winston Churchill and the British military realized they lacked enough naval vessels for the task. That is when the call went out for the little ships. Hundreds of civilian vessels, fishing boats, yachts, and lifeboats crossed the English Channel into a war zone to save their soldiers.
It was a community-driven miracle. Churchill originally feared they might only save 45,000 men. By the time the operation ended in early June, they had rescued nearly 8 times that number, keeping the Allied cause alive when it was on the brink of collapse.
It is a powerful reminder of collective effort. Speaking of collective measures of strength, if we look back to 1896, we see the birth of a different kind of barometer, the Dow Jones Industrial Average.
On May 26, 1896, Charles Dow published the first edition of the index. At the time, it was not the massive list we know today. It featured just 12 industrial companies, covering sugar, tobacco, gas, and rubber. The very first daily closing value was a modest 40.9.
Hannah, from my perspective, these were more than just numbers. They represented the core industrial workforce of the Gilded Age. It was the first time the public had a snapshot of how physical labor translated into economic value, changing how we view the health of a nation's industry.
That index laid the groundwork for modern global markets. Now, let us shift from market indices to the individuals who changed our culture. We have a heavy-hitting birthday list for May 26th.
We certainly do. Let's start with a giant of jazz, Miles Davis, born in 1926. He was a trumpeter and composer who was truly revolutionary. Albums like Kind of Blue completely shifted the landscape of modern music through his innovative use of space and improvisation.
And from the cool of jazz to the heart of rock and roll, we have Stevie Nicks, born in 1948. Most know her as the soul of Fleetwood Mac. Her songwriting, from Landslide to Edge of 17, has an ethereal quality that has influenced generations of artists. She brought a unique poetic sensibility to the music industry.
Speaking of breaking through, we must mention Sally Ride, born in 1951. In 1983, she became the first American woman to travel into outer space aboard the shuttle Challenger. A physicist first, she used her platform to champion science education for young girls.
It is remarkable how much ground we have covered today, from the beaches of Dunkirk to the edge of space. May 26th is a day for the bold. Whether it was the civilian sailors in 1940 or Sally Ride in the 80s, there is a common thread of facing the unknown.
Each of these events represents a moment where the status quo was rewritten. It has been a pleasure diving into these stories with you. I am Noah Feldman.
And I am Hannah Whitmore. Find more historical deep dives at deepdive.neuralnewscast.com. Deep Dive is AI-assisted, human-reviewed. Explore history every day on Neural Newscast. We will see you tomorrow.
This has been Deep Dive on Neural Newscast, exploring the moments that shape today.